Hello everyone, myself Dr. Rajkiran Prabhakar, Assistant Professor at Institute of Management Studies, Banaras Hindu University. Dear learners, today we are going to discuss on the course Rural Marketing Principles, Strategies and Practices. The topic that we are going to discuss is of Week 7, Lecture 3. My dear learners, as we have discussed in the past lectures about the decisions that are made based on the place which is an important part of 4 P's of marketing. We have to understand that how does a marketer, how does a business person, they are going to cater their product and services to the rural customers. It is very important to find the ideal place, the location from where the product and services could be delivered to the rural consumers and the customers. Why rural consumers and the customers? It is because the customers are the intermediaries who are going to have the products from the manufacturer and pass those products to the ultimate user, that is the end consumer. As we have discussed in the previous lecture about different levels of distribution, we have talked about the dynamics of distribution. So today we are going to talk about in extensive manner. So today we are going to talk about the channel dynamics. As the word signifies dynamics, it means there is something which is going to change. The change is the only permanent here, which signifies that the channels, one mode of distribution, one mode of channel distribution will not be sufficient for the rural marketing. Why? Because we have seen there are different conditions, situations are very adverse in rural areas. So we are going to discuss about this channel dynamics with reference to VMS, HMS and MMS in the rural marketing. My dear learners, we will go in detail of this topic. First, the channel dynamics talks about the structure, behavior and interaction among the various participants moving goods and services from producer to the end consumers. It means all the transportation, logistics, deliveries taking place from the producer to the end consumer is known as channel dynamics. We have to keep in mind that the channel dynamics include how producers, wholesalers, retailers and agents and other intermediaries work together. Why we are referring to this? Because we are saying that if we are referring to the 4-tier system of distribution, we see that the producer is there, wholesaler is there, retailer is there and the agents are there. What are these agents? These agents are those people who are going to work on behalf of their principal. Many companies, they appoint the agents. These agents are going to be looking towards generating the demand in the market so that the producers can serve their products and services to the customers. So we see that it is also going to ensure the product availability, visibility and accessibility in the marketplace. Very, very important aspect. If the product is being communicated to the customers, the rural consumers, the rural entrepreneurs, and the product is not available in the shops, kirana shops, at the different retail shops, rural retail shops, then it is a problematic. So what we have to do? We have adhere that the availability, accessibility of the product and services are going to reach to that very place which is known as marketplace. Now we have different definitions for marketplace. Marketplace could be an ideal location. It could be a hut, it could be a mela, it could be a festive offer, the different seasons, festivals, in and around the ground, opening ground, built-in buildings, the amalgamation of the two. It could be anything where the products could be served and the customers are going to buy. It could be also a market space. My dear learners, market space is what? Market space is something which is going to be derived as the platform. What is the platform? Platform could be your website. Platform could be your mobile screen, right? It could be anything that is physically present, or it could be a virtually present. So we see, in respect to the role marketing, the channel dynamics plays a particularly crucial role due to the unique challenges of geographical dispersed population. As I have mentioned in our previous lecture, that there is a dispersed locations is there. Some houses are in one place, others are in other pockets, different clusters are there, ups and downs are there, roads are not very much clear, infrastructure is not good. So an inadequate infrastructure is some consideration. Lower literacy levels, I told you that if you are going to find out, do the survey that how many people are literate in that village or that town, the number is very, very less. So we have to look at that part. We have to look at the limited market connectivity. As I mentioned, that the connection of the roads networks is not there. Though slowly and slowly government is making the efforts to make this possible, but if you look and talk about the remote villages, it is not available till date. So company must strategically design and manage distribution channels that are only cost effective, but also capable of penetrating the deep into the rural areas. My dear learners, we have to the companies have to make a strategies and design their strategies so as to place their product in right place at right location to a right customer. And this is the strategy that you have to build in terms of dynamics. Now we are going to talk about the types of channel systems in rural marketing. The one thing that I am going to elaborate upon is the systems. When we look in the system, it is something which is made up of different subsystems. We talk about solar system, we talk about the human body. The human body is made of different parts, that is the human parts. Solar system made by different planets. So this all are going to form a unique system which is working on a common objective. When I talk about the channel system, all subsystems are going to work for the ultimate objectivity to deliver the goods and services to the end consumers or to the middle customers, or we can say the agents, franchisees and other such channel partners. So we are going to look into the three essential types of channel systems. First is known as vertical marketing system, second is known as horizontal marketing system, and third is known as multi-channel marketing system. We'll go one by one. What is vertical marketing system? As the name signifies, it is something in vertical shape. Vertical system is a distribution channel in which the producer, wholesaler and retailer work together as a unified system. Very, very important. How these three entities are going to join together and work in tandem. This tandem working style is known as unified system. What we see here, it is going to have one channel member owns the other, has the contractual agreement. It means that there might be a producer and there might be a wholesaler. They are going to work together binded by the contractual agreement, and they have power to control the entire channel. Any of these entities which are going to come together to form a unified system, and they are going to deliver the distribution. The main aim of this system is, the goal is efficiency, better coordination and control over the supply chain. Very, very important. My dear learners, that you can have a hold and control on your system only when all these channel members are working together. They are coordinating with each other. They are joining hands to hand. Then only a supply chain can be an effective supply chain, and the control would be there. So it is important in reaching the rural markets. Going through the different types of VMS. If you go into, this is actually divided into three parts. The first one is known as corporate VMS, second is known as contractual VMS, and third is known as administrated VMS. As the name signifies corporate, it means it is the ownership based system. Anyone who can own the system, he is the master, he is the owner of that, and he will deliver it. So one company own multiple levels of distribution channel. It could be any company, but it is operating in different levels. The levels could be 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the expansion or the extension of the business is there, it can be done. So for example, you can take an example of Patanjali. Patanjali owns its production units. We all know the company is available, located in Uttarakhand, and Baba Ramdev and Balkrishna is there. They are running this business. So the production unit is at one place. They are the owner of that. At the same time, they have the warehouse. They can make the storage of those products, and also they are having the retail stores. My dear learners, you might have come across different states and cities wherein you are going to find different retail stores by the name of Patanjali. So this is a very good example that we can see that the corporate VMS works under the ownership of one person, but it will have different levels of execution. Second is the contractual VMS. What we see here is the channel members work under formal contracts. It means there is a bonding between the two entities. There are two owners who would be there, they can come together, they are bonded by the contract. Contract is both of them will have a equal consideration and they will get something in return as a revenue. Common in franchising and distribution agreements. We see that most of the such kind of corporate houses, when they own their businesses and they want to extend their business, they want to expand their business, what they do? They sell their franchises. So anyone who is going to have the name and brand of that company can have that. So we can take an example here. Amul works with the village level milk collection centers. You might have gone across this, that the Amul, whenever they have made a collection centers at the different levels of villages, and there they are going to collect the milk. This milk will be collected from different farmers. It could be a male farmers, it could be a female farmers, and they can collect those milk there. They will do the processing and later on it will reach to the different centers, and this works upon the cooperative model. Third is the administrated VMS, which we see that there is no formal contract or ownership. My dear learners, there is no such corporate or contractual relation is there. Each one can have their own ownership, but one powerful company is there which controls the entire channel due to the size or the influence. We can see an example here. HUL, we all understand, Hindustan Unilever Limited. It is such an example wherein we see this company is operating not only in India by the name of Hindustan Unilever, you see it is also available in different other countries also. But the main center, main place is going to decide upon what would be the pricing strategy. So it is the price. What will be the promotion strategy? It is a promotion and the inventory for rural retailers through its influence. And we can say that the presence of HUL products, especially in the FMCG sector, is abundant in the rural stores and market. We will make a comparative study here which we look into that what are the challenges are there and how does the VMS helps in meeting out this challenge. First challenge is poor infrastructure. The solution is centralized control ensures smoother distribution. We can make a centralization and we can ensure this smooth transfer of the products and services. Limited access to brands. What we have to do? We have built unified systems which helps to maintain the product availability. Then we have a trust issues. It is very, very important in the rural areas. What we have to do? Consistent branding builds consumer confidence. We are consistently positioning our products in the customer mind. We are making the brand visible in the customer's mind, and we can see that the customer loyalty is there, repurchasing is there. In respect to the high cost of the scattered reach, what we have to do? Efficient logistic reduces overall cost. It means that we have to see that the cost can be minimized if we are going to meet out to the scattered places, locations by effective use of the resources. We can take an example here. Many such examples are there, but one example is very prominent, which talks about HUL's Project Shakti. I had mentioned this earlier also. This works on the VMS model, that is vertical marketing model. by training rural women, which are known by the name of Shakti Ammas, to become direct to home sales agent. So my dear learners, we understand that the female entrepreneurs, females has to be made financially stable and strong so that they can contribute to the social development. So the Project Shakti has done this, and we have received different results, successful results with this, and we have worked upon the employability of the women entrepreneurs and women also. So we see that HUL manages branding, training, supply and support, creating a well-controlled and efficient rural distribution system. Means this Shakti Ammas, they collect at one place, and when they go door to door to different villagers, they carry those products, and if it is required, they will supply to those very consumers. So what they are doing, they are creating a demand, they are distributing it, and they are getting a financial support for that. Then we have the second is the horizontal marketing system. What does this talks about? It talks about two or more companies at same level of distribution channels. It means the two producers, two wholesaler and two retailers, they are going to come together. Coming together to pursue a common goal. What is the common goal? They want to expand the market reach. Very, very important. How two people can synergize. As we have learned, 1 and 1 is not always 2. 1 and 1 can be 11. It means the energy, the synergy of two individuals can come together for a successful mission or achieving the goals. What happens here? The two people, it could be two producers, two retailers, two wholesalers, they are coming together and they are doing the distribution network. So especially to expand the marketing reach, reduce the distribution cost, very important part, and then entering into a new segment, especially we are talking about the rural market. So unlike vertical systems which are hierarchical nature means 1, 2, 3 and 4. But in the horizontal, it is 1, 1, 1. It means they all are going to collaborate with each other and they are going to work in synergy. Here, these labels will come together and they will work for synergy. So we see the HRMS is all about collaboration at the same level. We'll take an example of HMS, shared logistics, joint marketing campaign and real tie-ups. What they do? We have an example of Coca-Cola, shared logistics. Coca-Cola and Nestle, they make a partner in certain regions to share the cold chain. The cold chain is available at one place, they both will place their products and they will do the marketing. The shared logistics is there. Joint marketing campaign, cooking oil brand and a spice brand doing co-branded rural kitchen demo. It means what? You might have gone through the chef, master chef programs. Generally, it is in the metro cities, but it has its penetration in the villages also, because villagers are also watching TV. What they do? X brand and Y brand, they come together and they are placing the products in the market. Means oil of X brand and the spices of Y brand, they are going to come together. They are joining and they are doing the campaign. Okay. Third is retail tie-ups. What we are seeing here, a good example is village level franchisee like kiosk and common services centers that sell the produce from multiple partner companies. What is happening here? Different retails, they are going to tie up. Wherever their presence is there, we are going to share our products and services and it will be delivered through their retail stores. Why HMS works in rural market? Again, we have a challenge, we have advantage. High distribution cost is there. Solution is shared logistic, lower the cost per unit. Limited infrastructure. Answer is partnering helps to cover more ground. Brand unfamiliarity. The co-branding is going to build trust to the consumers. Diverse product needs. The answer is multi-brand partnership offer a variety of products. Third, multi-channel marketing system. In this, what we are going to see? The distribution channel strategy, where a company uses more than one channel to reach its customer. Means it is not only one channel, they are going to use 1, 2, 3, whatever. It could be 1, it could be 2, it could be 3, it could be 4. And the combination of this, why they do so? Because they want to combine the direct and the indirect channels like retailers 1, online platform 2, agents 3, vans 4, NGOs 5. It means that whichever company is present in whatever means, they are going to work with each other. The agents are going to work, the vans are going to work, providing the communication, logistics, the producer is going to work, the wholesaler is going to work. It means they all ensure that the product reaches to the different customer segments effectively. The and the ultimate goal of all this multi-channel marketing system is to reach to the customer's end and provide the delivery to the customer's hand. So, in rural marketing, MMS is a super important because no single channel is enough to reach every remote villages or consumer type. So, my dear learners, we have understood that the diversity and the dispersed location is a threat as well as the opportunity. In order to make that challenge as an opportunity, all have to join together, all are going to work in tandem to deliver the products and services to the customers end, because you have to reach to the remote customers. Why we should use MMS? There is a challenge and there is a solution. First is dispersed population, as we have just mentioned. So, different channel reaches different clusters. Vans are reaching to one place, agents are reaching to other place, the NGOs are reaching to the third place. So, it is going to sort out. Limited infrastructure, answer is mobile vans and local partners bypass the gaps. Mixed levels of digital access, answer is combines physical, online and human channels. The salesperson are there, sales representatives are there. Trust and familiarity issues, it is sorted out. Local SHGs are there. Agents act as a trusted touch point because they are the people from your same society. A very good example that we can take for MMS is ITC e-shop all system. It works with using online kiosks, physical procurement centers along with the field officers. Second example of Unilever Limited uses distributors 1, retailers 2. Third is the Shakti Yamas. We have talked about the Project Shakti. Into Tata Solar, the example is Godrej Choto Cool. It combines the retail outlets 1, NGO partners 2, and third is the direct sales agent in the villages. So, they all are using multiple channels. The comparison between these three is, if you talk about the structure, MMS, it is multi-channel, online, retail, direct. VMS, unified control system. HMS, collaboration at the same level. Second, control varies by the channel. Every channel you have to be varying. VMS is centralized. HMS is shared or mutual. Flexibility, it is very high. It is moderate in VMS, moderate in HMS. Best for wide and varied rural coverage. Very, very important. The MMS is very important here. Efficiency and consistency, very important in the vertical marketing system. And when you go to the horizontal marketing system, we see cost sharing and joint market reach is going to be taken into the consideration. Think about this, what we have discussed in the previous lecture. Reflect on how digital technology like mobile phones, e-commerce is going to influence the effectiveness of multiple marketing system. My dear learners, we have to see that how this is going to change, and we have to answer, do you think digital channels can fully replace traditional ones in rural areas? If your answer is yes, why? And why not? Think about this. This lecture will provide you the answer to this question. With this, we come to the end of the lecture 3, week 7. Thank you.